pop quiz. Is it possible to have candy and stay in ketosis? Y'all, I'm super excited about this new product. These guys, Kiss My Keto, there's our little label. Kiss My Keto has invented Keto Gummies. And not only have they invented Keto Gummies, they've invented Keto Gummy Bears. So that sounds pretty incredible, and it is. These things taste delicious. One difficulty with making any sort of keto sweet food is that sweetness literally comes from sugar, and the whole thing with the keto diet is cutting carbs completely, and sugar is the simplest form of carb. Any carb you eat gets broken down into sugar in the body. So sugar, purely not keto, but you can still enjoy sweet flavors even if you're not technically supposed to be eating them. You just need to get a little creative. That's why I'm so impressed with products like this. Keto Gummy Bears, not only is it difficult to create a sweet something, say a sweet dish, something like chocolate, for example, or a chocolate dessert, that's difficult in itself, but baking things is a lot easier to make sweet than candy. And that's because things, especially gummy candies, you need to be able to make a syrupy type consistency to create the gummy. And yes, you definitely need collagen or gelatin or something along those lines to even get it to be gummy. But melting something that is like sugar but isn't sugar into the gummy is very difficult when it is not sugar. There's so many substances out there, lots of different sugar replacements, sugar alcohols, things like that you can use, but not all of them act like sugar. So if you think about just regular plain table sugar, it's just this white little granulated thing that easily dissolves in water, and then you can play with it a lot, right? You can throw it into baked goods, you can throw it into candy, you can put it on top of things, you can make it into liquid stuff, you can put it into jelly or into gummy things. But these other sugar alcohols are not the same consistency. So you have a lot of the time, you have the problem of either it doesn't taste good when you melt it down and mix it into things like this, or it literally just won't dissolve the same way regular sugar does. So all that being said, these guys at Kiss My Keto figured out how to use gelatin, obviously, for gummies, and melt down erythritol and actually infuse these things with MCT oil, and whatever that concoction is that they created resulted in classic gummy bears. I'm gonna open these up. They have 3 different flavors. So we've got peach, which are these orange ones. We've got apple, and we've got strawberry red. So all 3 of them, they just come in a little variety pack in these little single serving things. I really like that they come in these single serving packets because it's only 54 calories per packet. You get your sweet fix, you get a little MCT, and then you're good. You can have another pack if you want, or you just had 54 calories worth of a sweet thing, totally satisfied that fix, and did not kick yourself out of ketosis, did not go overboard on the calories. If weight loss is your goal, it's a win-win-win. And as far as flavor goes, these are actually pretty spot on with their flavor. I don't know about you, but in the classic Haribo gummy bears, I never really honestly noticed much of a difference in the flavors. I genuinely would just eat them and be like, oh, that's a gummy bear flavor. The fact that they were trying to tell me that one was cherry and one was apple and one was orange, I just was like, no, these are literally all the same flavor. These have distinct flavors, and I think it's because they only use real fruit extract to create the flavors. So that's pretty cool. The thing I wanted to hit on as well was the nutrition label. I did mention it's 54 calories. We'll just go through the stats right here of the rest of it. Total fat is 2 grams, all saturated, no trans fat. There's 17 grams of carbs, which is pushing it sometimes for keto, but 12 grams of that is fiber, which is insane. And there's only 2 actual sugars. So there's 17 total grams, 12 fiber, 2 sugar. That leaves 3 for the sugar alcohol, no protein. And yeah, the ingredients are stuff that I totally agree with. We've got prebiotic soluble fiber from chicory root. That's the very first ingredient. That's why it's so high in fiber. And that's insane to me because getting 12 grams of fiber in a food is difficult, especially in a lot of processed foods. I don't know, I've definitely never seen a candy with 12 grams of fiber, So that's really cool. On top of the fact that they're keto, they're also gluten-free and all that fun stuff. Unfortunately, they're not vegan because gelatin comes from animals, but you know, can't win them all. I really enjoy snacking on these. I will say one final thing about their ingredients. I did say that there's MCT oils, which stands for medium chain triglycerides. Those are the shortest chain fat available, and they're so small that they can actually they pass right through the blood-brain barrier and can help your brain turn on faster, essentially. They can also help curb hunger, and that's great. But I would say the majority of people experience quicker bowel movements with MCTs in their diet, and that's totally fine. That's probably a good thing for a lot of people. I do think it's counteracted a little bit by the fiber, but just so you know, if you eat a lot of these, you're probably gonna have to go to the bathroom. And if you're sensitive to sugar alcohols, specifically erythritol, which is the one that they use to sweeten this, it's not gonna make your stomach feel great. So keep those things in mind. But other than that, I really do stand by these ingredients as long as you tolerate them. This is a delicious candy option. Even if you're not keto, I'm not keto. Even if you're not keto, why would you eat regular candy when you have an option like this? That's my whole thing. You don't have to eat perfect, but eat better, you know? So this is a really cool compromise to that. Again, these are the Keto Gummies by Kiss My Keto, and they're super awesome. They're little gummy bears. You're gonna get to act like a kid again. You're gonna love them. Hit the link below to learn more and shop them now. I know you're gonna love them. Last but not least, thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna go eat these. You can hit subscribe below, throw me a comment if you have questions, and I'm happy to help with anything you might ask me. I hope you have a great day, and I'll be back soon.